Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Great, since Oddworld doesn't work, play some more Final. Fine. Do 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 do. Great. Da, 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 da. Let's see, New Game Plus Part 2. Let's see, so making their way across the Ruby Sea, the heroes set foot upon the shores of Yangsha, a region which has languished under imperial rule for 25 long years. In order to wrest these troubled lands from the spiteful grip of the acting imperial viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu, they set out for the boundless plains of the Azim steppe in search of the kingdom's rightful ruler. And we found him, and we ended up taking part in the steppe tournament, decide who rules over Yangsha, and we ended up winning and recruited the members of this area to our cause to try and free Doma. Da, da. Da, 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 da. The Hour of Reckoning. Right then. To the House of the Fierce. With me, my friends. I have not used this road before, but I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie somewhere to the south. I will go on ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. I can fly, screw walking. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Da, ba, da, ba, ba. Here we are. Wonder if they are all gathered inside, waiting, perhaps expecting a speech of some such. Well, no matter. Shall have to do what I shall have to do.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Lord Hien. Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphino and Alizé Levieux, I presume? I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
Then victory will soon be ours.
The Han has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
Very distracted by the lighting in the background. For some reason the shadow and the lighting is... Hey, look at it. The big shadow that's just about Ed's got again. And the door on the back there that's got a dodgy light going on. Once more, welcome back. It's good to see you again, Jasix. Ah yes, there is another recent development we neglected to share with you. Lizzie and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory, and I'm pleased to inform you that we succeeded. Suffice to say, it should prove a boon for your travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. The room where it happened. Imagine you are eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention.
If
Dodgy
all
light in the
are in
back again.
agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lys and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt. After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperials' morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free.
I saw Cirrus.
Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alphino's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
Right. There's no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand. That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alphino and find out how you might be of service. Trying to keep busy. Well, glad I am to hear it. There's one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alize and I will need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Well, I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects. I confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I've been conversing with Sid via Tataru, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Also recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believed may be of use. I would like for you to go to Gugani and bring them back here. In the meantime, I will continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, Jasix. And thank you again. Da-da-da-da. Ugane. Wait, it is where I got that. For some reason, it wasn't showing the crystal there for a second. I could just teleport it there. Ooh. Jasix, what are you doing here? I thought you were all fighting nomads on Azim's steppe. Been there, done that. Oh, you beat them. Good, sure. Him, I didn't get to see it. Alphinaud's been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. May not be any good in a physical fight, but in a paperwork fight, I'm the true Hagen. Hagen? Ugh. Oh, Tataru got her groove back. You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment, I'll be right out. Arrived not long ago. Order delivered to our offices, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. It regrets that he couldn't come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon and Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, he was responsibly confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphinaud to do the work himself. So, as soon as the parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption. The parcel in question, the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Been nicked. Well, you see, closer inspection said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sekisegumi barracks. It does indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual. Lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible. The porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. I do not doubt that in the least. However, he was tasked with a number of deliveries. I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. It is a disaster. We have to find that porter right this instant. She can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. Quickly she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to their rightful recipient. should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. Keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was of middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugani, I know. A cheery sort, and bright colours as I recall. Send a few of my men out and search. In the meantime, you take the parcel and see if you can track him down yourself. We'll wait here on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. Saw Tataru there for like a split second before she vanished. Akusa district. Out of curiosity, I want to see what the plans are for Oddworld. That game needs patched very badly. It is full of bugs. Let's see. Prompt update. Let's see. Oddworld Soulstorm glitches. Prompt update and developer warning. Did what? The developer behind the newly released Oddworld has warned players about 2 potential bugs that can cause serious issues for players. Oh, I'm kind of glad I maybe stopped playing it then. Let's see. The developer behind Oddworld has warned players about 2 major bugs that cause crashes and will require reboots if encountered. The latest game in the almost 25-year-old series, released on Tuesday, more than a half-decade in development. It directly continues the story of its predecessor Oddworld New and Tasty, but also acts as a soft reboot of the original Oddworld Abe's Exodus. Ah, right, so that explains it. So, yeah. Abe's Exodus has been booted, and this is a sort of retelling, taking it in a different direction. Announcement of the physical collection came as a surprise, as the 3 titles are already distance on April 1st, prompting fears it was never done. What's the powder? Well, this is a tiny handful of bugs. The minor Underworld. Okay. I don't know what they planned on doing about it. Have we got a release window for a patch? Apparently it had a patch 3 days ago. Oddworld Soulstorm 4 days ago releases bug squashing update. Glad to think they have, because I just played it today and it's full of bugs. So, what are they fixed? Let's have a look. Let's see. Oddworld, Soulstorm. Being updated to version 1.5. This update fixes several cases where the bug-eyed ape could become soft-locked in rare circumstances. Few copies of Oddworld have came accompanied by a rare note asking recipients to warn players of a couple of bugs in the game. Another issue, a crashing bug of PS4 and PS4 Pro is believed now to be fixed. Other tweaks and update 1.5 leader fixed leaderboards. Change the soundbite voiceover. Further patch 1.06 will launch in the next few days. Sort issues with sligs and timed toggle mines. Wait, there was... Maybe that's why when I was hitting them, because I was hitting the button when they were green, but they were still exploding. And I wasn't sure if it was maybe because I was just like a little split second too late, but you could clearly see when I was doing it that the light was green. An issue with sligs. I wonder if that's the issue also I encountered where they were running into walls that were part of the background. We've yet to encounter any bugs ourselves as we work on our Oddworld Soulstorm review. Or needless to say, it will be coming in a little bit later than today's release date. Well, again, this apparent patch hasn't fixed jack diddly squat as far as I'm concerned. Soulstorm 1.6 patch notes. This is the next one. Improvements to cover prevent the player from being able to loop around. Abe now connects monkey bars more reliably. Fix Medokins occasionally being reluctant to enter lockers. Fix unresponsive sligs after they've been on high alert. Nope. Slap mines will now turn on off as expected. Whichever is closest to Abe when activated. Streamer mode timer now stops when the game is paused. What? PC streamer mode. Fixed Stoopy and Alf occupying the same space during the cutscene at the end of the ruins. No, you haven't. Big lie. Big fucking lie. Because I just played it today and that exact bug happened. Yeah, big lie. Big fucking lie. What a lie. They haven't fixed jack squat. Oddworld Inhabitants has already revealed that the 1.7 patch is underway too. Well, again, apparently they're saying they've fixed things in the last 2 patches, but no, they haven't, because I've experienced all those bugs today. Which prompted us to close the game and leave it until it's fixed. So now they're under the impression they've fixed these bugs, which tells us they're not going to get fixed. Because they think they've fixed them. They're like a... Let's see, Oddworld, Soulstorm... Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I might go back and play New and Tasty again. If Soulstorm's considered a reboot of Exodus. On a Eurogamer. Let's see. Is... Oddworld Soulstorm is a reboot of 1998 sequel. On one site. And then there's another site saying it's not a reboot, nor is it a third installment. Mixed info there. Oddworld Inhabitants has released the first gameplay. When was that one? 2019. And this one was Oddworld Soulstorm Review, Abe's Exodus Reimagined. Oddworld Soulstorm's a beautiful 2D platform allows follows Abe on another perilous adventure, but its lengthy levels make it hard to get through. Yeah. Well, it needs fixed. That's the big problem. I think what I might do is play through the first one again. And hopefully by then some more patches will come out for the next one. Because it needs fixed very badly. Even though the last two patches apparently they've said to fix things. Which is not true at all. Really want to get a 3D printer now. Like, I'm looking at all these models that people are printing of things. Like, I'm on the Oddworld Reddit there, and someone's like done a 3D model print of Abe, and they painted it themselves. I could get into that sort of stuff. Right, anyway, cool. Yeah, so apparently there has been updates that were supposed to fix it, but apparently it hasn't. Neat. Well-worked porter. Oh dear, I misplaced some most important documents. I do not find them quickly. There will be dire repercussions. Oh no. Nothing so scandalous as base. My lord is a man with singular dietary restrictions, which I have detailed in my notebook. I cannot purchase produce without it. What? There we are. Good morning to you, sir. But I have no time to chat. I have to head to Bakairo. Bakairo? Was it the hostelry? Ah, no time, no time. I recognize that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? Huh? A mistake? Sekigumi, you see. Ah, you're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I have yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange. Reserve. Right. Cover this. Sorry, I couldn't find him. We just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. That's it. That's the parcel. You found him. Oh, knowing our luck, so he put the wrong papers in there. Nope, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magtech field generators Alphinaud requested. I can only imagine what would have happened had we sent Jasix back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alphinaud's face when he reads the first page. Second thought, a little disappointed if he didn't. One's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom. Here I am making the same silly mistakes. Won't happen again, Jasix. I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, you'll be pleased to hear that we have brokered an agreement between, or an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. Require armaments. We provide discreetly at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lodorito was pleased to hear it. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Well, seems our time together is at an end. Alphinaud and Alize, my regards, will you? Back we go. Subaru! Oh, like just yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. You have the documents? Excellent. This looks to be exactly what we need. Doing our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates. Should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. There's one less thing to worry about. Seeds of Despair. Would you wish for further employment? Mayhap you could speak with Alize? I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Caca. Have I not told you about my plans? You wish to come with me? Well, far be it from me to refuse you. Be told I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. No public executions and not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be in the field even as we speak, revealing their target and making plans. So we need to put a stop to it. Begin our search in the north. Outwell Soulstorm. Oh wow, a site that's a pinched Eurogamer's article. Lovely. Let's see. Kind of really tempted to quickly install New and Tasty and replay through that while I wait for Soulstorm to get an update, or just play Soulstorm. I'm honestly not feeling 14 at the minute. But I'll press on for now. I want to at least get to the end of Stormblood. Just because obviously I've spent so long blasting through Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, and Stormblood, and all the patch content. A little bit burnt out. Why I took that the last 2 weeks to play Monster Hunter. What is it called? I guess I can't go up and over. Yes, around we go. Right. Ah, I must have went out the wrong exit, that's why. Silly me. This is the way I need to go. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. Imperial patrols near our headquarters then. Good. The thing we need is a repeat of Ralgar's reach. Even so, it would be prudent to search a little longer. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all. Just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. You've gotten stronger. To you, I feel like a child playing at sword and sorcery. Mayhap it suits me better than books. Not much to a Makote I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques. Kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. I never could warm the common rapiers. Vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation. Despite the toll it took on me, Ryonji's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We heard rumours of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons on the south here. See if there's anything out of the ordinary. Haunted Elder. Ah, hello there, young man. Associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming. This land caught our eye. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well, he desires the truth and he shall have it. Deal with him. Deal with me, will you? see about that. Saw them attack you. Well, this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. Imperial, I presume. I knew it would come to this. The hand of a Westerner. Dorman would at least know the rights. Think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. Jasix! Thought a falcon punched me in the face. Rest assured, Nare will receive due compensation. Young Ashi has great potential. Plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of magitech. Citizens are afforded such treatment. However, much less people of provinces will need to do more. Of course, I have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best imperial education for our boy. Finish planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside, now. Yes, Mother. You did not mention that you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Let me rest her soul. It's utterly hopeless. One cannot choose one's family. Indeed, of age to receive an education as well, is she not? We have no records. Trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. She is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Some days. Though a thought occurs to me. We can come to an understanding. This guy took Yotsuyu when she was younger. And now he did. It was a near thing. What happened? Talking, then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. One of those soldiers hit you on the head or something? Well, if you say so. To go and tell the others what happened here. Outside or in? You should stand out. Throw it. That'll be quicker to do this. Thank you. Didn't have to come with me, but you did, and for that I am grateful. Told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. While we dispose of the bodies, it's only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. We need any more reason to act quickly. Well, as if we need any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? Been awfully quiet since we returned. The limits of our endurance. I tell you to rest and leave the rest to others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature, Ace returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in the Mai. You may as well go and ask her about it. For me, I will not impose upon you any further. Scoobaloo. Barely got enough armor as it is. Huh. Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. Been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation. We've run into a few problems. Remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. Thought the Doma Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some. Seems that's not the case. I'm about to go and tell. I say, why don't you come too? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, you're here too. Heard about those soldiers you and Alize encountered. Glad you're alright. Right then. Easy. Gathered up all the rope we could find in the village. Every tool with an edge, but it's still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice. There are no more to spare. Thank you, Chikusa. Ryosen. Ryosen could use a hand. There's nothing else. For more tools, I may have some in my home. Won't search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Ugiri. Can I go and give them to her? Silly little girl, of course you can. Hurry. You never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. One's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. So much to worry about. Doing well, you see. I have to ask, you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Like weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate. We're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. The Doma Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. Plus, we could ask Hancock. No telling how long it will take for him to send us supplies. You have an armourer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armour? There is one man, craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help. Don't know if I can persuade him too, though. But maybe you two could come with me. His name is Surankuri. Ranuki. And he lives in Kusakari in the south. Come with me. Right. Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? One who sings a rebellion of liberation? Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go and say what you will. Do not take offense if I die from laughter. Right. Broken steel, broken men. Say again. You would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars. Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, plates of steel, all that you can carry. Better to shield them from blade and bullet. Only it was so simple, Master Haranuki. Your plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Agitech great. Cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armors who can help. At least we get to blow things up. Abandoned Magitech. Fire in the hole! I'm standing right next to it. I'll just put this in my pocket. No bother. Uh-huh. Fire in the hole! Oh, that's a lot. Eh? You have the many plates of steel I demand? Show me. Then you are committed to your cause, cursing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools, Doma is dead, and so are her people. Look, Cain, Lord Hien, all dead. Lord Cain, Lord Hien, all dead. The blood is on our hands. He's not aware. Lord Cain, who saved us, spared us the worst when the Gallians came. Shred of pride and honour he cast aside without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet. Restored to his throne years later, paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt. No matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed. But not us. When my lady died, we began whisper in his ear dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. "10 years of preparation, of machinations, so careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Cain, Morzin, the Enclave, who were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Cain too lives on in our hearts, and in his son, Lord Hien, has returned." "Lord Hien? Alive? Cannot be. You lie. You lie." "It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom." "Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives?" Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, yes, I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10, 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. The Doma within. Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. Just have to show them the way forward. I say, and I will stay and help Sir Nuki, I hate his name, finish the armor. You've no need to wait around. Why don't you go back to the House of the Fierce? There's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Are people actually inside or outside? Beep, 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 beep. Everything is in order, sir. The Lord Gasetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Tojiro. Help? No, I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place, and every place everything is fine. Bom 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 bom. Aname. I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hain's instructions to me were quite clear. Need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Azalea allies. Speaking of Lord Hain, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap we could seek him out. Keep an eye on him, perchance. Should you decide to venture outside? Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. Ha! To hear them mutter, one would think I intend to stride up to the castle gates on my own. Truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I'd hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Care to join me? Be setting a lot of faithful minds at rest. Dreadful. Very good. Let us depart for Morzin at once. Morzin. Bum, 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 bum. Right, up and away. Morzin was home to many great and powerful families. Men of honor, samurai, once. Great swaths were razed and people put to the sword. Little remains stands as a testament to what was and what will never be again. Come, I will take a closer look. Sentries of the living sort, shambling suits of armor, have the run of the place. Think this was once a bustling street, so full of life. River of people. A current all its own. But even then, the Imperials walked among us. Sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly. We were always aware of their presence. We were complicit. Did what he had to preserve the peace. Keep our people safe. What cost? Give me. Neither the time nor the place for such dark musings. But they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here. Where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. You head down that street past those makeshift barricades. We'll come to the ruins. We'll search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you're finished. Oh, big yawn. Sheathed katana. Or maybe will I just sink into the rock? Alas, I found naught of value, did you? Found in the ruins of Mosin. Finely crafted blade shows little signs of use. Still sheathed in its scabbard. Or even shielded from the elements. Will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. Belonged to the son of a samurai I trained when I was young. He never even had the chance to draw it. There she is. Doma Castle. My home. Let us keep her for a time before gradually moving their forces across from the Fulmans. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Father spent much of his time there. I did not. I only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that. Cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. It seemed much smaller from there. Like you could hold it in your hands. Well, was it at least. Oh my, so much more than that. There beyond the moon gates, onto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, places that no man can see or touch, take from you. Carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. What is life? Not a story. Story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. Story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Ian, son of Kayan, another caretaker of the story of Doma. Fine castle, truly. With an even finer view, but in the end, How may strike me down? How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I've had what can only be described as a revelation. Whilst it is an excellent plan, not so excellent that it cannot be improved. And I know how. On the eve of destiny. At second thought, Jasix, I ask that you return to the House of Fierce without me. Tell Alphinaud to call the others together for a meeting. Imperative that the Khajiit emissary be in attendance as well. I'll join you anon. Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well, if he insists. I shall summon the others at once. With Khajiit, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Whee.
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
Soroban. Do.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Khajiit of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Khajiit advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, That castle was entrusted to you by your father, and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
It is but brick
Stone
and
walls
mortar.
do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I can't remember the lyrics. I was wanting to watch fucking Godzilla yesterday, but you can only rent it, and they're charging 16 quid to rent it on Google and on iTunes and everything. You can't just buy it. You've got to pay 16 quid. That's the cost of a DVD. But they're charging you $15.99 to rent. Fuck that. I ain't watching Godzilla anytime. Godzilla vs Kong anytime soon. That's the price you normally buy for HD DVD or Blu-ray. But they're charging that just to rent it temporarily. Through that, I'll wait till it gets a physical release. In fact, when is it getting a physical release? No, that's Crunchyroll, not Firefall. Godzilla Kong will be released June the 29th. Amazon says June 14th. But I'm not paying that price. That's more than a fucking ticket to go see the pictures. $15.99 is an absolute rip-off. And nobody seems to be saying anything about it. Like, the reviews are just like, shit. But they're not saying nothing about, the fact that I paid $15.99 for it. Mad people. Not paying that. Now it's the same for whatever that Chaos Walking is. Is it the same for this? No. $19.99 to rent Raya and the Last Dragon. To buy it. See, that's better. Renting is normally $5.99, $3.99, depending on what the film is. Like here, An Imperfect Murder, $3.49 to rent it. Yet Godzilla, they're charging $15.99 to rent it. Jog on. Tom and Jerry, the movie, rent, $15.99. What are they doing? They're doing this because it's obviously shit that's come straight to digital release early rather than going to the pictures. But even then, 16 quid is a lot higher than the price of a ticket into the pictures. I can go see IMAX 4K with VIP seat for like 10 quid. That's a rip-off price that they're asking. Guess I'll just have to wait. Ooh, Chernobyl, how much is that? $8.99. Only saw episode 1 of that. like to see the rest. Anyway. Uh-oh, starting to yawn.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Korjin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
No plan is perfect. There's even room for improvement. Like my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hian's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to the Namai. The smithy is working hard. Hate his name. Turanuki. Turanuki. Turanuki? Or Suranyuki? Something like that. He's working hard and is doing what he can to help. There's more that I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. Plan is set. All that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount. Tomorrow, they die. You two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Raban informs them that his sappers will be ready within the day. Means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it is prudent that you refrain from further labours and rest until tomorrow, agreed? No wretch. Far be it for me to refuse. Shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. See how this runs tomorrow, the PS5.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day.
If I can, anyway. I've got the feeling the upgrade from PS3 to PS4 is going to cause issues. Because when the PS3 version shut down, everyone who had a PS3 copy were offered to upgrade their copy of the game to the PS4 for free. But it seems to have caused issues on Sony's side in terms of a license and that. It's registered as a separate license, separate from like the DLC and everything. And it's caused no end of issues for me and couple others. More say if you just get in touch with a Square Enix, they'll give you a code. I might end up trying that.
Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe finally.
Also, apparently, the PS5 version is apparently coming with achievements for all of the game, not just Realm Reborn, but also the expansions. Apparently, someone on Reset Era reported it and linked to page that lists all the trophies.
Something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Yeah, he did the exact same thing. Huh? No.
Ha! Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know his thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors called for me, of all people. For my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun. Live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Ugiri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
Hey, Sluman, how you doing? The die is cast. There he is. Is John on the worse for wear after last night? Just chilling, playing some Final. I was playing the new Oddworld, but it's very buggy. I decided just to come back to play Final. We received confirmation from the Koji not long ago. Sappas stand at ready and await our signal. Let's not keep them and others waiting. Gather your things. Depart at once. Alphinaud, instruct Lys and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. Must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Setsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Morzin. Good luck, my friends. We will see you both again soon. What about me? Alright, so I've got to go all the way over there. Was out this way, wasn't it? Yeah, slowly working my way through New Game Plus again. Re-enjoying the story before the next major release. I'm planning on giving it a whirl on the PS5 tomorrow when that launches. If I can anyway, hopefully a copy of the game will actually let us upgrade. It seems those who upgraded from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4 version have no end of issues when it comes to the licenses and such. But hopefully, because when I go on the PlayStation Store, it keeps showing the price tag as if I haven't bought the game. Although I do have the licenses tied to my account and everything. And hopefully that won't be an issue tomorrow.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
They all look the same. Just
Then what are
slightly
you waiting
varied
for?
hairstyle and
Move
colour.
out!
They all look the same. Da, 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 da.
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Gonna be wasting your time much longer. Charge!
Sound the alarm! Fluminus is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
Flying kick.
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Do, do, do. Here we go. Uh-oh. La 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 la. I'll just temporarily do that for a second.
Ah, war. To wield power to make men...
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. You would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings ever free. Speaking of which, how fares my brute?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owless. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
You know, in Minotaur or whatever from Monster Hunter Rise, their character design reminds us of Yotsuyu.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Aye, there can be no doubt. Viceroy is trapped and so comes our part. Our Korgian allies will deliver us to our destination to the western dock. Do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Jasix. Blip, 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 flow. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There is room enough for you all. Jasix, we might improve our odds of success. We will divide it into two parties upon arrival. One comprising of you and your adventurer comrades, and the other Setsu, Yugiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the others will reach Yotsuyu, agreed? Then let us be about it. For Doma. Average wait time 10 minutes. I'll believe it when I see it. Maybe quick out, I just go straight in. Oh, it's already found a tank. Nice. And one tank is, and one DPS isn't right. What is going on with our tank? This is going to be interesting. And he died. Our healer doesn't seem to be doing a good job. What is this party? Holy crap. This can only go well. Dark Knight's health just suddenly seems to go up. Right. He's not gonna die here, is he? Watch his health just tank. I'm gonna get wrecked here. This healer needs to pick it up. Holy crap. Yeah, man. Why is this taking so long to kill? What's going on? Let's see what Tank's nearly did again.
Rip and tear!
I've been locked out because of these impatient pricks.
We go together!
Right.
Die, die, die! We go together! No, no, no!
Gonna move.
will die! We go together!
Holy crap. Thankfully I got it into a group nice and quick. Bit of a sketchy group. We did it.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents thought me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Doma. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself, to survive, as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a doorman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me?
Yeah.
'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast.
I don't like the angle of that on a teeth there. Like, it looks just like she's gone.
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads!
Damn.
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons.
Boarding up an entire house roof, an entire castle roof. This isn't over.
Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Go, Setsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we build together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
See. The world turned upside down. Thank you. Occupation is ended then. The people must be informed of our victory. I will not simply give up Gosetsu or lost. For aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. No, he is right. Jasix, a word, if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now, more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And, did you find him? Nay, lady. What remained of the keep for me to search? The mind from below and shaken from above. The manner of its collapse was most unusual. The floor beneath him gave way before the rest. Not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. The water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I'm sorry. It's naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Saraban, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Sure, my lord? The day is won. The morrow beckons. Falls to us to greet it. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Mayhap we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there. Damn it. Magnai Sadhu know naught of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. You fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend. Were instrumental in this triumph. Must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. Oh, look like shite. Captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration. Those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Yeah, I fancy playing Resident Evil 2. Or 1, either or 3. I still haven't done Claire's play of 2. But I'm kinda in the mood for them.
Right. Yes, of course.
Off you trot then.
Right. Off I go. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more, here and now, and begin to rebuild our homeland?
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas, and onward and to the next battlefield.
And the next, and the next, and another one, and another one. Blasted through this quite nicely. What quest we're on now? The world turned upside down. World turned upside down. Damn, I haven't got much further to go till the end. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 15, 17, 18, 19. 28. Until the end. Free patch anyway. Good chunk in the patch content as well. Alright, hero, you seek passage across the One River? Yes, sir. Da, 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 da. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? Sure to be festivities at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. People need me. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate, like rejoining the fight for freedom in Gerbania for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite as they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. I hear you right, you are leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? You heading back to the steppe? Yes. The war here has ended, and there is no cause to remain. Erenair and Dothral have already withdrawn. We'll follow them anon. I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes. We will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. Just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. No ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. No matter, we have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. Captain never was one from England. A pirate. A song at the tavern and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien. Yeah. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Gugania, we would be happy to take you. The waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way until we meet again. Da-da-da-da. Naught remains undone. You are ready to depart? To Gugani, then. No goodbye to Hien, just gone like a bullet. Huh. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the Sekizegumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. With my regards to the Uldan. A swift and secret departure. Inform Tatar of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. And it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your practical endeavors, I suppose. Peace. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. Pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. So are yours, Hancock. For Ashura and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I've already charted passage for you back to Limsa Lominsa. Ship is to leave port this very day. The captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded. All of us? You mean to stay here in Kugani? Yes. I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I'll remain here for now. You needn't worry. A regular at this hostelry and half a dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. So go. Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you're finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. Goodbye, Hancock. First to arrive, as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys, to seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Goodbye, Doma. You are free. Meanwhile, more than likely, in the royal palace of Alabigo.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
Trial.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
Oh boy. They captured Kryl. Back in Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. Let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. And with that, I'm going to take a break. So we've cleared Doma. There's a couple of quests left to go for the end of pre-patch Stormblood. We shall do that later. For now, I'm going to call that there for now. If you're new to the channel, as always, guys, feel free to hit that follow button. It's always appreciated. If you scroll down, you can find a link to my Twitter page, which is solely used just for tweeting out when I'm live. And my YouTube channel, which is used for my VODs from Twitch to be stored on there. So if you've missed a stream of Monster Hunter or Final or any other game, you can find them over there, at least the last year. Lost all prior footage when Twitch DMCA started kicking in. They didn't give everyone enough time to export their VODs. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you again in a bit. Peace.